These have been very controversial. 2025, UGG have brought out something a little bit different. Not that long ago, I was talking in my 2025 sneaker trend video about the upcoming trends for this year, and one of them specifically mentioned the Mary Jane shoes. I said we are going to be seeing a lot this year, a mix of hybrid shoes coming together, and today, lo and behold, we have an UGG and a Mary Jane shoe. If you're not familiar with what a Mary Jane shoe is, a low-cut shoe, typically rounded around the front and just has one strap, usually with a buckle. For me, it reminds me of a children's shoe when I was younger, but these are now back in trend and for adults. It was released as a women's colorway, but with shoes in general, it doesn't really matter if you can get your foot into it. They're pretty gender neutral, and especially with the colors as well. Just to say, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all my latest releases. 2025, I feel like is going to be a big one for shoes in general. I feel like the breadth of it has just widened with the kind of variety, and as I was just saying, the hybrid models that we are going to see. So to make sure you're updated, don't forget to subscribe. Here we have the Bea Mary Jane UGG. These come in at £110 and $120, and at the moment they only come in two colors. So I got the classic chestnut color, but they do also come in black as well. At first glance, when picking these up, it is really strange to see. It almost feels like it's an UGG Taz or an UGG Tasman, but it's just got a hole in the middle. If you cover it up like that, the silhouette is basically the same. So it is a bit weird to try and get used to the silhouette. The fact that there's this huge gaping hole right here. In terms of material, you will find that is pretty much exactly the same as any other UGG, in terms of you have the exact same sheepskin lining. You even have the same overstitched details. As this is a different silhouette, you will obviously see them in different places, but it is the same overstitched binding. One of the most unique features about UGGs are definitely their inside, and just like any other UGG, we do have this cream beige wool, which is actually 60% upcycled. Completing this on the insole, we do have the UGG logo stitched in a brown label. We also have the foam footbed. For the midsole, we have the EVA midsole and a sugarcane EVA outsole as well. Also towards the back of the shoe, we do have the UGG logo, which is heat embossed. Now for this silhouette, they have gone for a really chunky platform outsole. So from the top of the lining all the way to the bottom of the shoe, we have a measure of 1.75 inches, which is quite thick and chunky, especially when you're comparing them to some of the kind of normal standard UGG boots. Now let's talk about the actual silhouette of the shoe, because so many people have opinions on this. People can't figure out whether they love it or hate it. I did have a look at some online reviews, and I think the consensus was there's just something that doesn't feel right about this silhouette. A lot of people had some recommendations, some adjustments that they should make for this shoe. There needs to be a buckle, they need to change the color of the stitching, they need to cut out the fur. Firstly, I guess this is just a take of a Mary Jane shoe, because it's not exactly a Mary Jane shoe. I mean, first of all, you actually have this kind of UGG materials going on, you have a huge platform, but a key feature of a Mary Jane shoe is the strap. A normal strap which has a buckle or a button or something. As you can see, this is just one whole upper. There is no strap that you can remove and take off. It is just almost like a Tasman where you can slip your foot in, but there is the element of separation which you would find in a normal Mary Jane shoe, where you do have this hole here in the middle. As well as the hole, you do have this overstitched binding as well, which kind of does give you an illusion that it is a separate part, almost like a strap. Now, trying them on, I was actually quite surprised at how my foot just kind of glided in, and it felt quite secure. I almost felt, because they're kind of similar to the Tasmans and they're a bit like a mule, I thought there wouldn't be that much support, but because you do have a deep insole, you do have that support around your ankle, which makes it feel like more of an actual shoe rather than just a kind of mule. I was really surprised when I tried them on how snug they were, because usually when you would try some kind of Mary Jane shoe on, you would expect that the front would feel a lot more snug and secure because you have that strap to do that with, and that pretty much feels exactly the same with this shoe as well. It almost feels like there is actually a strap there, and I guess in some ways, I mean, there is effectively a strap there. It is a very snug fit. Sizing wise for these, I went true to size, which is a normal size 7, and they fit absolutely perfectly. In terms of the platform, even though it is a big platform, it doesn't feel like a huge platform on feet, and that is because they are so lightweight. You can definitely feel that comfiness from the fur. They pretty much feel like any other normal UGG. They are known to be super comfy, and these are definitely that. I was also really surprised about how secure they are on my foot. I thought they would kind of just fall off, but I feel like I could actually run in these. They are really secure, and as you can see when I shake
stick my foot. They do not come off at all.
Now, a few things I wanted to talk about in terms of practicality and actually wearing them out, and when would you wear them and that kind of thing. I guess for me, you would actually kind of have to put a little bit of thought into your socks if you did want to wear them with socks, because even if you wear trousers, obviously the ankle bit is covered, but now you have this hole where people can actually see your sock. And if it's raining, then these are definitely not going to be the best shoes to wear in general. Uggs aren't the best shoes to wear when it's raining as well because of the suede material. I also saw a comment which I wholeheartedly agree with after trying these on, is that when you put these on feet, I wish that the fur didn't poke through. I wish that it was just the suede that you could see. I feel like it would make it look more of an actual shoe rather than kind of a slipper. I feel like the fur gives it more of a slipper vibe. And because when you put these on feet and your trousers are covered the ankle, you can't see any fur from anywhere else. So I feel like it would just look a lot more clean if the fur wasn't poking out. I'm just not feeling this hole and the fur. I think maybe if the fur wasn't poking out, then maybe I could do something with it, but I'm just not sold on this whole part here. Maybe if it was a strap more like an actual Mary Jane shoe, then I would vibe with it. It could have been nice if they stuck the UGG logo on the side. In terms of styling these, I feel like you could pretty much wear them with anything that you would wear with the normal UGG Tasmans. Obviously, in terms of the weather, you just have to bear in mind the hole, but I think in general, you could pretty much get away with wearing them with anything, and especially some cute outfits like tights and a dress that you would usually wear with typical Mary Jane shoes. This is definitely a unique one for 2025, and I do love the fact that UGG are bringing out something different, something that is going to get people talking, even if they love it or hate it. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys are saying about the Bea Mary Jane UGG. I'm very interested to know what everyone else thinks. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have the most blessed week, and I'll see you in my next one.